Alright, hello and welcome to Ben's OP Games Show. Recorded live, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, twitch.tv/thegamepanics. Several times during that, I wanted to... Should I just start this over? I don't know. Let's not start over. Just move on. Power right through it. And joined today
moving forward
is Joel.
I am here.
Triumphant. Number 1 friend. Number 2 friend,
Yeah.
now Logan.
Eat shit, Logan.
Who is missing? Logan is missing, like Mario once was missing. Logan is too missing.
God, Mario is missing. What a game.
I wonder if that will pop up in our topic. Game Informer's top 300 games of all time. You want to say 100, then you realize 300, and they're psychopaths. Why would you pick that many?
Those numbers, yeah.
That is too many. I don't even think I could name 300 games I like that much.
I don't think I can name 300 games.
I mean, I probably could if you started going like, let me pick the series and just name 20 games from Mario. You know what I mean? You'd have to do it that way. And then Logan might pop in later, but I think... I do want to give a very quick update on Ni no Kuni 2, because I know you're kind of interested in that, Joel. What if I played at least 20 hours at this point? And that game is so damn good. You do straight up nothing. Side quests for days. You don't have to. But I love doing it. All those side quests are just nonsense, but they're adorable. And the battle system is so much fun that I am super into doing anything and everything that game wants me to do. And
Which game? I'm sorry, I totally missed that.
That's fine. You also build a little town in it that you don't have to spend time doing, but it's super fun to just, okay, I'm going to recruit this guy to join my town, and then I'm going to give him to this research place, and he's going to research more weapons for me, and that takes 45 in-game minutes, and in that time, I'm going to go and do another side quest. And that loop,
Ni no Kuni 2.
that loop there is so good. Now, you don't have to do any of it, Joel. I know you don't want another giant-ass game, but man.
I don't, but I'm starting to get, like, to a point where I really want it, because obviously, like, all the podcasts I've been listening to, like, they're going into, like, nerdy-ass details about it, and it just makes me want it even more.
It's so good. I didn't think a game could rival Monster Hunter. But obviously, that's just the hype of the moment, and this game is right up there. I think Monster Hunter is still better, but...
For, like, your game of the year so far?
It's definitely up. Like, it'll be a contender, for sure. And I guess while I have Far Cry 5 up, I was able to finish it, like, an hour ago.
Nice.
And I talked a lot about, like, the story is kind of one tone, and it's all over the place, and it doesn't quite fit the gameplay. But there's one thing that happens towards the end of one of the factions that I thought was super clever. Loved how it was done. They set it up in such a way where I was like, they're doing this really dumb. This is stupid. I don't like it. And then they hit you with the exact moment it was preparing you for. And I'm like, oh, they knew exactly what they were doing. That was so well done. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. In a stupid Far Cry game. Wow. And now, granted, it's not like the best dialogue or the best storytelling ever because of the open world fucks with all that. But...
yeah.
Man, and the ending of Far Cry 5, I didn't look up the other endings, but I think this was the main ending. Wow. Wow. I got chills during the ending. So good. Incredible. Like, flat out incredible. I loved the ending to Far Cry 5 so much, it elevated the entire experience for me. It's like, that ending was worth it.
I heard the intro was really good.
The intro is fine. The intro is good, but it's... You don't know these the build up and the out of nowhere-ness of what happens at the end really, really sold me, and still blown away. But that's enough of that nonsense. I just realized I'm not recording, so I will be downloading this later off of Twitch.
Oh, you know what? I did want to mention, we mentioned Mario is missing.
Sure.
At the beginning of the show, so I just realized that the completionist did his episode on Mario is Missing, and I haven't watched it.
What exactly is Mario is Missing, and will we see it in this list?
I thought it was an RPG, wasn't it? Pretty sure I remember.
I think it was like an educational game.
No, it's an RPG. Or am I thinking of No, yeah, Mario. No, because there's Mario RPG. Mario is missing his Oh my god,
I thought it was like a learning
but
game.
I don't remember.
It's like an educational game.
It didn't teach me shit. I don't.
That's
think
it. I'm googling it. It's an educational game, yeah, for PC and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I remember playing it on Super Nintendo. I don't remember it being like educational though. I remember it being just like
literally is a 1993 educational video game. Is what it says.
Shit. I forgot everything.
I didn't find Mario. Didn't learn that. The player controls Luigi, who must travel around the world to find and return stolen treasures as part of a quest to find his brother. This Luigi didn't get to star in another game until Luigi's Mansion. It's like 10 years later.
He's gonna have to like kill Mario just to like.
It's like this stupid asshole plumber.
He's gonna hire Ghost to like just kidnap Mario.
Yeah, now he's paying off Bowser. Like, you gotta get this guy, get him out of here. Keep stealing Peach so that he leaves and I can be the hero. All right, but I got the Game Informer 300th issue. That's the sound of the papers.
I was gonna say, what are you flipping over? Dictionaries over there?
And there's an interesting little thing to note at the beginning where they say they did a top 200 for the 200th issue, and the top game there was the original Legend of Zelda. That is now not the case. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. They debated for weeks. Doesn't matter. Next, Age. If you're following along at home. We'll start the list at number 300. A new entry. Yakuza 0. I've never played any of the Yakuza games.
I've never played. I was interested here and there, but never really committed to playing one because I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested enough.
I played a demo for one of them, and it was fine. Yay! So that's 300. Number 299, Wii Sports. Garbage list for garbage people. Did you play a lot of Wii Sports?
I played it here and there when I used to work at a video game store, and you know, it's
something.
It's a thing. It came with the Wii.
I feel like it gets a lot of praise for not really.
So many copies. No, it didn't.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Well, it gets a lot of mention for that, but it's fun. But it's not. There's nothing there. There's nothing to it for me to make it more than a tech demo. I don't know.
I just hate what the Miis look like.
I like the Miis. They're cute, I guess.
No, like I just feel like they.
Well, I'm a big fan of
or something, and then they're just like, we don't need to finish this.
I'm a big fan of Rayman, so anything without connected limbs, I'm into.
Okay, all right.
Now this is a weird one. Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War, is $298.
Actually, I used to like the Ace Combat games. We didn't have like at the time that they were hitting their peak. I feel like we didn't have good like Star Wars Starfighter games or anything like that. So it was there. It was a thing.
It was there. What high praise we have for Ace Combat 5.
You know what? It felt too real. It felt too real at a certain point.
On the PS2?
Yeah.
It was too real. I'm scared of this game. Speaking of scary, $297, and we are trying to somewhat hurry because we have 300 games to get through. $297, Alien Isolation, the recent-ish spooky thing. And you know what? There's a typo in this because it was on PC and is not listed as being on PC in this list, and it is now garbage. I will throw this magazine away. Do we have another topic?
Yep. No. New list.
New list.
We'll make our own.
That's weird, but I'm glad I was able to correct that. And
Did the
not
PC
their
version have issues or something?
No, it was a game that came out though and should be in the list. But whatever. Live and
PC version.
Live and fix yourself. I know it was on PC. I see it on the Steam sales all the time where I'm like,
Buy me.
and I never do. And I'm sorry, Alien Isolation. It's supposed to be really good, and I'm sure I would like it quite a bit. Looks spooky. Sounds great. 296 Amplitude. Never played. Never played that. No. I think Guitar Hero. Don't harmonics. I don't care about any of that nonsense. Guitar Hero.
Boo.
Now, Joel, you'll have stuff to say about this one. 295 Infamous.
Oh yeah, still by far one of my favorite games of all time.
I hate this game.
I love Infamous. I was hoping that they were going to be doing like a remastered edition or like a new collection for PS4.
Sure.
Because I'd be all over that. Like, I think what I liked about it the most was it was like, hey, this guy gets powers. Now you have a choice of good or bad. How are you going to use them? And it's like one of the first games to ever really do that with superpowers. And especially lightning abilities, which is like top of my list. I was all in.
Okay, all right. I mean, I understand I'm in the definite minority for it. I played the demo and it felt like a super underpowered, shitty third-person shooter with garbage powers. So I didn't like the first hour of it because it was free from the PlayStation outage. I didn't like the first hour and I never went back. I did play a lot of Prototype.
Did you ever play part 2 of Infamous?
Of Infamous? The demo. It felt the same and I was eh. Now, First Light and Second Son are free and I have downloaded them but I haven't played them.
Fuck yes. I platinum each one of those.
Jesus God. Well, I should. It's on their list.
Dude, so for Infamous Second, I know it's straight away from the list. Infamous Second Son, the powers you get from the character that you play in First Light, like the neon abilities, are fucking cool. They're so cool. I love those.
I've heard, similar things like that before. Yeah. One of these days.
I'm gonna go back and replay it. I actually still like. I was thinking of doing that this month, but there's kind of a lot that I'm playing. But I'm gonna set aside like a month or a week or something where I just stream that. And just cry the whole time because there isn't another one.
Well, maybe one day.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Sucker Punch? What are they up to?
Ghost of...
Oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. That's true.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
I'm excited for that.
In 7 years. Next game on the list. The Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay. Never...
Interesting game. I do have one little tidbit to say about it.
Oh, okay.
So, I never played the Xbox version of it. I played they did like a...
Oh, the remaster.
Like the collection. Yeah, the collection for like Xbox 360. Pretty damn good what I played of it. I played probably like 3 hours of it. And I really liked it. It was kind of like a stealthy action game. Very underplayed. Like, I mean, I heard really good things about it, and I played it and I was like, it's pretty cool. I just didn't own an Xbox, so I didn't care afterwards.
I mean, this is one of those games for years you hear people say, like, oh, you gotta play Chronicles of Riddick. And I obviously still haven't, but it is one of those games I'd love to go and play. It sounds like something right up my alley.
Yeah.
Kind of a...
Some would say some of Vin Diesel's best work.
Well, if that's not reason enough to play it, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Then we move to 293, probably the newest game on the list, Monster Hunter World. Should be higher, probably.
I almost don't want to talk about it because we talked about it all those weeks afterwards.
Yeah, we've spent a good 16 years of our lives playing and talking about this game. It's great. Probably should be higher.
Great. I don't know if are they ranking these by, like, what they like overall, like what they voted on, or are they just putting them in a random order?
No. They're ranked.
Okay. Because I imagine if you got to rank 300 games, that maybe they started this list a long time ago, and then at a certain point, they were just like, all right, we just got to fill the list.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than Plants vs. Zombies, you fuckholes. All right, next.
Oh.
I just turned to a random page and found a random game. That's higher. 292 Heroes of the Storm on PC.
Boo.
But,
I did try it once. I was interested for like a minute, and I was like, fuck, this is a MOBA. I don't really like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I played it briefly a couple months ago, and I saw the appeal of it, and I think it's really well done. It does a lot of things.
I like that they add characters from other series. Like they added Tracer, I believe, and they're adding Deckard from like Diablo.
Yeah, Deckard Cain. Well, it's like a Blizzard. It's like Smash Bros.
Yeah.
It's Smash Bros. The MOBA.
Yes.
So I like some of the changes it did to the MOBA formula that make it a more fun game to me, and it was mainly the everyone levels up as like a team instead of you having one character who's really high and then the low level person just gets destroyed all the time. That everyone's even. I think that's a really smart decision.
Yeah. Then it's more, team.
And it should be teamy.
Definitely.
291 missed.
What'd you miss?
I don't know. Definitely that game. Never played it.
Never played it. Never will.
Don't give a shit.
Not look interesting.
Myst is one of those games I would play and get mad at almost immediately.
It's a game I would play and then get so bored that I would quit video games.
I would just those Myst puzzles are why I hate adventure games. So
yeah, it's just not the type of game I like to play. It would put me to sleep.
Yeah, me either.
I'd rather play the next game on our list.
Hi, this is Ben's OP Talk Show. This is the Ben Show, Will. Get with the program.
We could do a talk show like Jerry Springer afterwards if you'd like.
You are not the father. Oh no.
No, that's Maury.
Is there a difference?
Jerry Springer, it would be like, you're doing your dad. And he's wearing a diaper for some reason.
What is happening? Show me that episode. I'll watch that. Jesus, God. 290, Dance Dance Revolution. Womp womp womp.
It makes me wish I had rhythm somewhere in my system, in my DNA, because I always looked at Dance Dance Revolution. I was like, damn, that looks like a hoot.
Oh,
and a
yeah.
holler.
That's the word I would use.
Yeah, and I just could never. I've tried it a couple times, and I was like, fuck, I suck at this. It's like Guitar Hero with your body, and I'm not good at either one.
Yeah, I know Logan's a big fan of DDR, and I've played a fair amount of a couple of them. They're fun. They're good. I prefer Guitar Hero, but that's just me.
Yeah.
This is a controversial one. Okay, 289. Then they put the numbers so small, and I don't have a light on, and it's getting darker. I'm like, I can't read this.
Oh yeah, I can barely read it. The closer I get, the
NHL 09.
Okay.
You know.
The only hockey game I've ever liked before is like the one on Super Nintendo. It was like 1994 or 1996. I don't even remember which one it was. NBA Live.
But how did this end up on the list? How did enough people on the team of Game Informer specifically single out this one sports game?
There's got to be a few Canadians on that work at Game Informer, so I imagine that's
that one? How is that the one? There's just...
I had no idea. No idea. No, I mean, I could see how. Because there's something that definitely stands out about some versions. Like, for me, NBA 2K12 is by far my favorite NBA 2K game of all time.
Okay, well, keep that in mind, and maybe we'll find it later in this stupid-ass list.
I think they do have it on this list.
I wouldn't be surprised now that you say it. That might not be the first sports title we see. 288. God, let me turn a light on. Duke Nukem 3D. I don't know if I played Duke Nukem 3D.
Never?
I'm not sure.
So, way back when I got my first PC, I was way too young to play Duke Nukem 3D. And you bet your ass I played it. I also, my parents got me this collection of Duke Nukem games. It had like Duke Nukem. Oh God, I don't remember any of the names of them, but there was like 3 or 4 different versions. And I played through every single one and loved Duke Nukem back in the day.
I've actually
really play it.
A fairly decently sized fan of the 2D Duke Nukem games.
Oh, I don't think I ever played that one.
Which I had on some kind of shareware CD back in the day.
There's a Duke Nukem. I think it's a remake of Duke Nukem 3D, but they put it out on Vita.
Oh wow,
And
that's something.
I think I'm gonna download it and try to play it. I remember I tried to play it once and I couldn't figure out where to go. But I don't know if it's the same version of this game. Anyways.
Yeah, I have no idea. Moving on, 287, Splinter Cell Blacklist. I think I played a lot of the Splinter Cell games, didn't play that one, and I have it, and I really want to play it, and the rumors of a new Splinter Cell are making me want to play that game.
And he's gonna be in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I don't want to play that, I want to play Splinter Cell, and I have this. I will totally play Splinter Cell Blacklist. Maybe in May.
Alright.
Put it on my calendar. 286. It's so small. Why is the text so small?
Weird.
I
feel like it's getting smaller.
I agree. I feel like it is getting smaller. Shadowrun Returns, which I think was also on Xbox. It's not listed.
I'm wondering if they're only putting them like original release date or whatever.
No, it was day and date.
Yeah,
This is when I was watching X Play every day. Oh no, that's 2013. That's way later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they're around 2013.
Okay, so this is the different one. I was thinking of the Shadowrun multiplayer only shooter
Fucking X-Play.
that came out in 2007, I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yep, Shadowrun. So this is Shadowrun Returns. Yay! No one that we didn't play it.
Yeah, I didn't play it.
285, Dragon's Dogma, phenomenal game.
Yes.
Love that
Dragon's
game.
Dogma.
But again, Monster Hunter World, a better game.
Yep.
But Dragon's Dogma 2 would be high on my list of things I want Capcom to do.
Oh, as far as like a sequel?
Yeah, as far as anything they could be
Yeah.
doing, it's like Resident Evil 2 remake, Dragon's Dogma 2. End of
Because
list.
they have like the online Dragon's Dogma online. I think it's in
In Asia, yeah.
Asia somewhere, in China, I think.
I think it's actually Asia. Like, it's just like
all of
anywhere that's
It
Asia.
encompasses all of Asia. Okay.
Yeah. Nowhere that's not Asia can believe it.
Definitely not the U.S.
Definitely, yeah. Hey, US? No, not you. Specifically, not you. Thanks. A lot. 284 Baseball Stars on the NES.
Yeah, I ever played it.
1989. Next.
I was 3 years old.
Yeah, I was not born, so. Not that that means anything, because I've played games from before then, but
Right.
I'm not playing Baseball Stars.
Nope.
I'll tell you that right now. 283 The Room on iOS. I don't even remember that at all.
I know what it is, and it's not the type of game I play. It's basically like a point and click mystery adventure.
Garbage for garbage people. 282 Worms Armageddon. I love the Worms games.
I've never played one, and I have the one that was free on PS Plus. I should boot it up and try it.
Oh, I play it with you, but I don't think I redeemed it because I have them all on PC.
You greedy bastard.
Ping me about that later, because I love Worms. They made this. It's not this one. This is the one everyone talks about, but they made this 3D one that I loved. It's just the worms.
What was that one called?
I think it was. I don't actually. There were two of them, I think, but I don't remember. But it had like a single player campaign, and the whole terrain was just destructible, but destructible in like a really stupid way, where like you could destroy the bottom of a building and the top of it would still float. I loved that about it though. And I love the 2D worms too. It's so much fun. All the weird, like the ninja rope, and you're swinging around, and you get really good at. I love that. Love the worms games.
I'm gonna have to try it. Del Fox, we're gonna need you to settle down in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna need to settle down and play worms together. Love worms.
I've got worms.
Oh no. There's a shampoo for that or something like that.
Yeah.
At least a pill, maybe. Rayman Legends is 281.
Fuck yes.
I think I played a little bit of that.
What an amazing 2D side scroller. I think I downloaded like a demo for it when it came out on Vita and PS3 and was instantly blown away. And then I think I ended up buying Origins. I think Origins was the first one.
Yeah.
So I bought Origins, and then I never bought Legends, and I'm really tempted to get it on the Switch.
Which is oddly enough not listed as a platform on this list. We're finding all sorts of mistakes on this goddamn list. Anyone look at it?
Wii U on there. Well, I think because they put it as a bundle, so it's got like a different name to it.
All right.
I don't know.
Regardless, they still already screwed up. So screw it up. Now, the 280 is Dungeon Keeper, which I believe is thought to be. What was it? It's Bullfrog, but is that Peter Molyneux?
No, he was.
That's another game.
Lionhead. He was Lionhead, wasn't he?
Hold on.
I've heard of Bullfrog, but I never.
No, it's
really...
Peter Molyneux.
Oh, Bullfrog is?
Yeah, he must have left it.
Maybe Xbox bought him and then they renamed it Lionhead. I don't know. So I know something happened to them. I thought they were one of the companies that EA consumed.
Yeah, that is true.
Killed.
Molyneux's last project was Dungeon Keeper. He left the company after that game to form Lionhead Studios.
Ah, yes. Okay.
History. So, never played this game.
Studio.
But it's fondly remembered by humans in the world.
Yes.
Next game is another sports game, 279 NCAA Football 11.
Woo.
Next game, 278 Darksiders. Never played more than like 2 hours of it.
I liked what I played of it.
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
Get through very much of it, and I don't remember why. And I own it on PS Plus on PS3. And I tried downloading it and playing it again, and I just couldn't get into it.
It's a little dated now.
Yeah.
And
But
there is
I remember hearing that it had like Zelda-like inspirations.
Yeah.
And that's what made me want to play it right away. But I just never went back and got through it. Felt like God of War. Very God of War.
It felt like, yeah, but it felt like a not as good God of War. I feel like people really talk about Darksiders 2, and I should just play that one instead.
Yeah, I own the Definitive or whatever it is.
I think I do as well. They just give that game out everywhere.
Okay. I think I bought it for $7, and then like a couple months later, they released it on PS Plus.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Number 277. We are not going to get to the end of this list. Paper Mario.
Never got to play the original Paper Mario. And I really hope they come out with a new one for Switch, because if they keep it as an RPG, I would be totally down for it.
Yeah, I really liked Paper Mario. I didn't beat the original Paper Mario, but I played several hours of it. But I really loved Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door on GameCube, which was the last actual RPG. Well, I guess there were others, but like this was the big one, console RPG for the Paper Mario series. And that one was excellent. I wouldn't be surprised if it is later on the list, actually. 276. Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit.
Never. I was into like
Forget which one
Need
that
for
is.
Speed, Underground 2, and then Midnight Club 3. Those were the only two like of those types of games that I ever got into.
Yeah, those games are good. I really like them, but I couldn't pick one out of a line. I mean,
Yeah, they all kind of blend together.
And it's not Burnout 3, so not interested. This next one, Delphox will like. 275, Undertale.
I never finished my playthrough of it, and I know I'm gonna go back and play it because I did like it. I just for some reason at that time could not sit and play it. But now I feel like I can chill and play it.
I hated the first hour of the game.
I was confused by it. It took me a minute to really get what was going on.
I understood what was going on. I just thought it was boring and stupid. But the game Steam gives you trading cards, right?
Yeah.
So then I looked at the trading card it gave me, and it was worth 40 cents or something, so I immediately sold it. And I'm like, I'll just pop into the game, play it a little bit more, and get more trading cards. And
I didn't know you could sell the trading cards.
Oh, hell yeah. And then I've made several dollars. And then, so I went back into the game, and while I'm in here to get the card, I'll just play 15 more minutes. Played another 2 hours. it immediately got good right from where I'd quit. Basically,
I think what happened to me is once I figured out how
Sounds.
how the
Comic sounds.
mechanics work, I wanted to go back and start over, and I haven't.
Oh, see, I knew that you could not kill anyone, so I was already not killing anyone.
Well, that's one of the runs, right?
Yeah, that's
Is don't. But then there's one that's just like you can kill everybody.
I'm not doing that though.
I'm gonna kill
Be nice. It's like Be Kind, Rewind. Don't just kill everyone. I didn't quit, Delphox. I went back, finished the game, and loved it. It's a positive, heartwarming tale. 274, Saints Row the Third, which was not the superpower one. In case you were curious, that's the one I played a lot of. This is the one before that I drove a car around for a little bit. Is Joel dead? I'm assuming Joel's dead.
No, I'm listening. You intrigued me with the fucking selling your trading card things.
Oh.
And I was looking to see how many I had.
Yeah, you can sell all your trading cards on Steam, and most of them are like 7 cents to 10 cents.
Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at that later. But I never did. Yeah. Anyways.
If you get duplicates, you might as well sell. 273, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original PS2 one.
The one that's not a fucking greedy.
The one I liked and played
shit.
25 hours of? Yes, it's not that one.
Yes.
So this is a game I did not play, and I do not care about. Next.
Oh, I loved it. It was good.
I didn't have a PS2, so... This podcast is off the rails. There have never been rails.
I know.
270.
The only rails we have are the ones in the shower.
See,
so
we gotta keep going, because we are half an hour into this, and we are 30 games. We have so many. Ridge Racer, never played. Do you have anything to say?
Nope.
Nope, no one cares about Ridge Racer. 271, The World Ends With You. With this remaster coming up, I might actually play it.
Oh god, yes, please do. I don't remember like everything about it, but I fucking loved it.
People have
I
been...
even played it on iOS.
Wow. And iOS not listed as the platforms on this another stupid list. I will play it. 270 is SSX3. That is one of my favorite games ever.
I love SSX.
Love SSX.
It filled that hole in my heart that 1080 snowboarding left behind.
Yes, and oh my god, DJ Atomica or whatever. Fuck
yes.
Fucking hell, those games are so good, and I wanted to love that SSX they came out with on the 360 or the 360, and it was okay.
We need a new one. We need a new.
We need. I don't even want a new one. Just remaster 1 through 4.
Yeah,
you know?
I'd be okay with that.
I would pay $80. Like, I don't care. SSX is so good. And the mountain I think the mountain was the first one. 3 was the first one that did that. Oh, so good. Turn the page for your listening pleasure. 269, Castle Crushers, a game I actively dislike.
I've never played one.
Well, there is only one.
Oh, never played it.
So I've definitively never played it ever. 268, another recent game, Pyre, by the Bastion and what was the other one? Transistor developer.
I'm ashamed I didn't play it because I was actually looking forward to it, and I'm also ashamed I never finished Transistor.
Transistor was good. I liked it more than Bastion. Pyre, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of their games. Everyone else is. So to me, I'm not into it. 267, The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. That's a good-ass game.
I never played it, but I've heard amazing things about it.
The Witcher, I mean, I know you've probably played Witcher 3 and enjoyed that more or whatever, but...
I played it, I liked it, it was just way too dense.
Yeah, The Witcher 2 is... I would almost describe it... You know how the new Tomb Raiders have kind of small open areas and then linear sections in between? It kind of does that, where it's like, here's a town and the area around the town, and you do your little quests and everything there, and then 10 hours go by there, and you move on to the next set piece town to go to.
Okay.
I really dug it. Its story. It has one of these things where halfway through the game, roughly, you make a choice, and that completely changes chapter 4 out of 5 to something completely different.
Okay.
Which is an interesting thing to do. That not a lot of games do, and it is amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't enjoy Witcher 3 as much as a lot of people because I finished Witcher 2 right before Witcher 3. So I was like, yeah, oh man, the Steam train is just running out of steam. Too much Witcher, but it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that could be way too much.
Yeah. 266, LittleBigPlanet.
I really liked LittleBigPlanet. I don't really have anything bad to say.
I
didn't have Mario in my life at that time, and that was the only replacement.
You could have, though. I feel like there's kind of a, not revisionist history, to use a call-in phrase, but there's I look back on LittleBigPlanet 1 and 2, and I feel disappointed. You know what I mean? Like, they were not Mario. They weren't even Crash. Like, they were just okay platformers.
I did not like the platforming in it.
That's what it is.
I know, but I love the puzzle solving part of it, where you pull a thing and it does a thing, and then you pull this other thing. Like, just that part, like the craftiness.
I gotcha.
But I did really like downloading levels and trying that out. I thought that was awesome, and I regret never doing that for part 2 because I know people were actually able to create different types of games for it.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever even play 3?
Never played 3. I have it redeemed on PS Plus, so it's just chilling there.
Yep, same story here. Next game, 265. The text is so small.
Yeah, it's
Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly.
Never played them.
Never played a Fatal Frame game. I'm sure I would like them. I like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. It's the one that got away, I guess. I even like the shitty Silent Hill that no one liked on 360. It's okay.
What was that one? Confrontation? Conviction?
No, that's Splinter Cell Conviction. There's Silent Hill Homecoming.
Oh, there we go. That's it.
Okay. That's the one with the kid on the cover. I think we talked about this the other day.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it before.
All right, 264 Axiom Verge, which is a phenomenal Metroidvania game.
I never played it.
Made by one guy. Oh, that was a game I played at E3, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool game. And the guy who made it, Tom Happ, was there, right there. And I'm like, oh, this is a really cool game. And he's like, yeah, I made it. I'm like, well, you made it? Like, this is your whole game?
It would have been so funny if you were like, man, this game is shit.
No,
have you played this garbage?
I regret.
I made this.
I
game.
regret not telling him like this game is gonna be big because I played it and was like, wow, this is incredible. You do not play a game like this very often. It's so good. Yeah. And I just told him.
Is it on Switch? I think it's on Switch.
I think it is. And all I told him was like, this is really good. I liked it a lot. You know. I was like, I should have ranted and raved.
You did okay.
You know, you did good, kid.
Your
like
parents
35. Okay, 263 Harvest Moon on the SNES.
You mean Stardew Valley?
I do not mean that. I haven't played this Harvest Moon, but shout out to the GameCube one, the first one, which I played many hours of and eventually did get that redhead to marry me, and we had a child.
Oh, Jesus.
It was tasteful. It was a E for Everyone game, I think.
It was a tasteful marriage.
It was a tasteful marriage. I mean, we waited until we were married. Under
good.
God's eyes.
That's creepy.
It was definitely under God's. There was a mini game.
Oh no.
There was a mini game where you have to like move around because God's like looking away, and you have to move. Like, no, we're having sex in your eyes, and we're moving around. It was a really good game. Then we got.
If you like that game, you should play Stardew Valley.
No, I will one day. 262 WarioWare Inc. Mega Microgames. That's the first one that started it all. That is a great game.
Never played it.
Unfortunately, you can play it all in like an hour. not a lot of game there.
Good.
But at the time, I remember the Game Boy Advance emulation happened so quickly that I was playing this game on my computer basically when it came out.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I was 13, so you can't blame me. I think I did.
No, I don't.
I had a Game Boy Advance, so I did buy a lot of these games, but that was the one I downloaded and played a lot of. Womp womp. Breaking the law. 261. They just make the text smaller. They don't give a shit. Did I skip one? No. Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's great.
I love Shovel Knight.
Yep.
Amazing.
Amazing 2D side-scrolling Mega Man-ish game. Then, how does this list go? 260, Skies of Arcadia. Hands down, one of my top 10, probably 15 games of all time. I love Skies of Arcadia.
I never played it.
Phenomenal JRPG. Great battle system. There's pirate space ship, not space, but like ship battles. They're air pirates. So good. I love the plot and all these characters. It's so memorable to me. I love, love, love that game. There's a really cool way in the old days of the internet. I remember finding a video that was like a hype trailer for this game that someone made, set to Do Hast. And it's the fucking coolest thing. It's Rammstein. It's so cool. I'll have to find that, and this was so old on the internet, because this was what, 2000? It came out on Dreamcast and also GameCube. List it.
Oh, it did come out. Okay, I was wondering. I was like,
That was Skies of Arcadia Legends was the GameCube version. But this was so old I had to download the video. Like, there was no YouTube, there was no video player. It was a fan site for the game. Download our cool trailer we made. I had to download it.
weird.
It was
That's
weird.
old school. That's old school.
What a weird time. It was like 2003. I mean, it was
Things are weird.
old. 259 Bubble Bobble.
I don't think I've ever played a Bubble Bobble. I might have before at an arcade cabinet, but I don't think I don't
I'm pretty sure I have, but I think it was one of those things I played till I died and then I never played again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Rainbow Six Vegas. People talk about that a lot.
Never played it.
I think I played the demo. Next page. We are not gonna make. This is gonna be 3 episodes. I can't turn the page, Joel. They're just stuck together. 257 Tomb Raider.
Tomboy Raider.
Great. This is the remake, or not the remake, the reimagining, reboot. That's the word.
The reboot. I loved it. It was
Loved
awesome.
it. I agree. Very much like that game. Everyone go play said Raider of Tombs.
Yes.
256 Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3.
Oh yeah, baby. I loved it. I love that game. I still have it on my Vita. It's like downloaded, and I can go back and play it whenever I want. I love it.
Never played 3.
It's good. I like the animations to bust out your persona.
Is that the
You
one where they
basically-
shoot themselves?
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. I'm familiar with it. I just never played it.
I think I like the characters in that one more than the ones in Persona 4.
Oh, okay.
But I really like Persona 5's characters probably the most.
Interesting.
Shit, I even have the first Persona downloaded on my Vita, and I never bought 2.
Throw that Vita in the trash. I think 2's the one where you get to pick your gender. Is that 2?
No, you can do that in 3.
That's
as well.
3. Okay.
Yeah, you can. It wasn't originally like that, but it's something they added for the portable version.
Gotcha. 255 Company of Heroes. I think this is the one where you can like shoot people's arms off.
Oh, cool. Nah, I've never played it.
Hold on.
What's that about?
I'm trying to see if you can shoot people's arms off in the text. Does it
A
say?
game where you can shoot people's arms off.
I just remember again the X-Play talking about that. That game. I don't know if it was that game. 254 Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Trials and Tribulations. That's the DS one. No comment.
I never really played those.
Neither have I. I played like one briefly. 253, Missile Command. One of my very favorite arcade games. I love that. Get it in an arcade cabinet where you get to roll the ball, the aim. So good.
I never understood how to play it, so I never tried it.
Oh, you're the worst. Missile Command, top 5 arcade games for me. Love it. Love that game. If there's an arcade that has Missile Command, I will play Missile Command.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first. High praise for a game that came out 10 years before I was born.
Is The Sims a good series?
No. Yes.
That's what Will is asking. Yes,
I mean,
it is.
It's not here yet, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah. Or it's not on the list and it's terrible.
Oh, watch out. Watch out. 252, Neverwinter Nights.
Oh shit, is that where we're at? Oh yeah. Neverwinter Nights, I believe I played it before, but I don't really remember it. And I know they just came out with like a remastered edition or something like that on Steam.
I have no clue. One of these Neverwinter games, I think it might have been the second one, came with like a tool set editor, and I bought it for that so I could mess around in the editor. Never really played the game. Then we move on to Alpha Centauri, which is a sci-fi civilization spin-off. That's what the text says.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it, I think. I'm not familiar at all with that game. But the Sid Meier joint. 250, Limbo. Another game I don't really like.
Terrifying game that stressed me out.
You know why it's stressful? The checkpoints are garbage. You move like a mushroom, man. Don't like it at all.
I hated seeing the kid die. Especially
I hated the puzzles that were full of garbage trash that pissed me off. That's what I hated. If you wanna, I have a full playthrough of that game, and it's a salt through. Because I'm just yelling at the game, and I keep trying to give it second chances, and by the end, I'm just cursing at this stupid game. I hate it. God, it's poorly designed. Inside is so much better than Limbo. It's not. It's like 10 times better. It's actually a good game. Unlike Limbo, which is trash. For trash people. Trash garbage people. 248, Pac-Man Championship Edition. Yay! Pac-Man, right?
I actually really like Pac-Man Championship Edition.
It's good. It's really good.
They came out with a part 2, which I heard was not as good. But I have not checked that one out.
I don't know if I ever played it. I remember the first Championship Edition came out close to Christmas on 360, and I played that. Around then, it was like a fun, yay, Christmas. It's snowing. I'm going to go play this game. 248, Mario's Picross, which makes you realize Picross has been around longer than I thought.
Yeah, I've never played it. I don't understand what Picross is, and I never will, and I never want to.
I bought the Switch one, but I have not played it. Okay. Once I turn my Switch on again, one of these days, I will play it.
Sounds fair.
Tekken 3 is 247. Yeah. Logan likes Tekken quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, he should have been here.
He is not here to tell us why. So but Lord knows this is going to take 7 weeks to get through, so he will probably be here for one of those. 245 is Space Invaders. I do not think that game is better than Missile Command.
Wait, did you skip Valkyrie Profile?
Oh, I did. Valkyrie Profile.
I played one once, and that's all I have to say about that.
Good. Okay. Works for me.
Make a good impression.
I've heard of it, and people like it a lot, and that's confirmed by it being on this list. 244 is The Witness, a game that is phenomenal. If you like puzzle games, it is 60 hours of my life. Or 40 hours. It was long.
You'll never get back.
It was a lot. Oh, I loved it. Dude, I had Post-it notes all over the floor and like drawings. So good. So damn good.
Crazy person.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, definitely. 243, Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar.
Never played it.
That's a game that came out in...
I didn't even think there was computers in
1985, so have fun with that. 1942, Day of the Tentacle, which is Tim Schafer, I believe.
Yeah, holy shit, it came out in 93.
Don't give a shit, because I don't like those games.
Yeah.
That style of game.
Sorry, Tim. I like Tim Schafer, but I just...
Not the
most of his games I have no interest in.
Agreed.
Games I really love.
240, Mortal Kombat X. Or 10.
Combat. 241 is Combat. Never heard of it? Never
Oh
played
yeah,
it?
I
It
am.
was
I'm
on
really
Atari
good at.
2600.
I'm really good skipping these games.
They're in order.
They're in order. It's
would've-
hard.
It's skippable, so it's totally fine.
Combat is I know I've played Combat, but is that the tank one?
No idea. No idea.
I would look it up, but who cares? Mortal Kombat Great 2. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I never really played much of Yoshi's Island.
I remember playing it. I just wish they would re-release it on a console I have so I could play it again.
Yeah, I don't know that I really care. I've never been a fan of the Yoshi games, so I don't know. Not for me.
Weird.
238, Double Dragon,
Fuck yes.
which I forget
love
if that's the
Double
one I hate.
They're showing the arcade, or they have listed here the arcade version, but I remember the one on, was it NES or SNES? I don't know.
I think it was NES.
Because I remember playing that with one of my friends and we beat it, and then after that we played Battletoads and Double Dragons on Super Nintendo. One of my favorite games of all time.
I'm looking up Double Dragon to see if it's the game I'm thinking. Yeah, it's one of those Streets of Rage types games. I hate those games.
Rage.
I hate those games. Not fun for me. Tactics Ogre is 237. Heard great things, never played it.
Heard great things, never played it as well.
236 is Titanfall 2. An overrated game in my opinion, but good.
I definitely think it was overrated. I wish it had come out at a different time, and
Yeah.
I think I would have loved it. But I mean, even World War II now is a game that I've set aside that I probably won't pick up for a really long time. So, that's that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it deserves to be on this list more than some of these other shitty games. So, 235, Far Cry 3, great game.
Really good game.
Really enjoyed
Brought Far
that.
Cry back.
Back from the nasty malaria-filled fire that was Far Cry 2.
That I fucking hated.
Did not like that game very much. 234, Castlevania. I played a little bit of it. I like Castlevania games.
I remember it. I did like it.
Yeah. But this is going to take us 6 to 8 weeks.
Jesus, yeah.
233, Ori and the Blind Forest. We're just going to get to 201 to call it quits. But anyway, Ori and the Blind Forest is fantastic. Love that game.
I need to pick it up someday.
I never played a definitive version, but that one is available and should be better than the non-definitive one. 232 is Darkest Dungeon. Heard great things. Also on the Switch now, I believe. So typo.
I definitely want to pick it up, but I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of that game. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'd play it for a couple hours and not play more. So I don't know. Fire Emblem Awakening, which I have not played, but I love Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's one I should definitely pick up.
I just don't want it on the 3DS. But we're getting a Switch Fire Emblem game this year, so
I'm not wait that long.
get hyped.
I'll just play the mobile version.
That's a solid game. 230 is Dead Rising 2. Love Dead Rising.
I can never get into the Dead Rising games.
I love me some Dead Rising. But I don't know which one's the best. Maybe 2? Yeah, probably 2. So, yeah, okay. Then we have 229, What Remains of Edith Finch, which has been on my list to play for, I don't know, since I bought it months ago.
I've heard really good things about it, but I just, I don't know. Not my type of game.
I'm sure I'd like it. That's why I bought it. I got it somehow. Like a humble bundle or something, maybe. But one of these days. 226? 8? I can't really see. Defender. Defender's a great arcade game. That's a great game.
Yeah, really good.
227, Panzer Dragoon Saga. On the Sega Saturn, so no one played this fucking game.
No one played it, yeah.
It's one of the rarest and most expensive games or something, though.
Jesus.
226 it is Adventure for the Atari. I really like adventure. That is a proto Legend of Zelda game. It's basic as hell. It's fun though. Like 3 colors on the screen. Really good game though.
Never played it.
You're a monster.
I know.
It's fine. You don't need to play a 40-year-old game.
Yeah.
Middle.
I'm very surprised that this next one is on the list.
Me too. Middle Earth: Shadow of War is so high. It's so high.
To be on this list at all, like I think they would have put
The other one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. It's a good game, but wow. Anyway, 224 is Super Mario Odyssey.
Odyssey. I've never heard of it.
Odyssey. And that's really good. I probably should be higher, maybe?
Yeah. It is my favorite Mario. Well, it is my second favorite. Oh shit! No, it's third.
It's my favorite.
It's fourth.
It's my favorite 3D Mario, I think.
It is my favorite 3D Mario game of all time, and I am at 289 moons, and I need more.
Oh, I got all of them. It's good shit.
Jesus, you're a monster.
It's good shit. Really good.
Yeah, I want to.
223 is Peggle.
I like Peggle.
I like Peggle too. That's fine.
I played some of the PC version at my friend, and then I played the mobile one until I hit a really tough wall, and I knew the only way to get past it was microtransactions. I did not feel like doing.
In Peggle? Oh, it was on mobile.
Yeah, the mobile version.
Really
Still
good game.
decent though. Still decent.
222 Max Payne.
I don't think I ever played a Max Payne game.
Me either. 221 Fable 2. Never did it.
I played it, but it seemed a lot like the first one, and
It's not for me.
I just didn't care. Yeah, I just didn't care after a while.
220 Valkyria Chronicles,
Woo!
which I think
Love
is
Valkyria.
way too high on this list.
I think it's perfect.
I wouldn't even
I
put this
think
game
it
on the
made-
list.
It made me care about turn-based strategy games.
It's not a turn-based strategy game, but
Oh yeah, it is.
this argument is too long for this.
That's the way I would define it. I mean, it's very different, but I mean, you have to strategize in the game. You have your units. Only it's more of like it looks like a third-person action game, but you don't actually do any shooting. You move based on turns and certain. I don't know.
I just
I
think
should really go back and replay
the
it.
fact that it rewards you for rushing through missions as opposed to taking your time and routing the enemy negates the whole strategy element.
It wasn't very well balanced, and I really want to play the second one.
There's a new one coming out soon too.
Yeah, 4. And then I know the second one was on PSP, but I know you can want to go back and play it because I heard it was really good.
Yeah. 219 Plants vs. the Zombies. That's a good game.
Really, it is a really good game. Yeah, and it kind of helped launch all the
That was the first wave of like, oh, these simple flash mobile games can be really good.
Yeah. And it originally had Michael Jackson in it, doing Thriller.
Watch out. Lawyers, call your lawyers. This is before they were owned by EA.
Yeah, they had to take him out.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And 218 Bayonetta, the first one, not listed for Switch. Again.
No, I think they're going based on the original release.
It's the same game.
Yeah, but
It's not like it was updated with anything.
No, but it's in a collection.
I mean, I can understand Sonic the Hedgehog is after this. You list it as Genesis and not the fact that it was on the PS2 in a collection. I understand that.
Yeah.
But this is the same goddamn game. Whatever. And it's on PC. No. Bayonetta's great. Sonic 1, I don't know if needs to be on here.
Yeah, my favorite Sonic game was Sonic and Knuckles.
Okay.
And I do like Sonic Mania, but I think after playing I just realized, you know what? I just don't think Sonic is as good as everyone thought.
No, there was like about a year ago, I played an hour and a half of Sonic 2, and it's like, man, I love the nostalgia, but this game is not not what I remember.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah, very true.
But the original Sonic the Hedgehog is, as a memory, love it.
They're all just they're like so similar, except was that the one where you couldn't like kneel down and then hold the dash and rev up and then go?
I think you could do that in all of them.
I don't
Except for the
remember
Game
being
Gear
able
ones, I think.
to- Okay, maybe it was the Game Gear ones. I remember.
The Game Gear ones are garbage.
I loved the Game Gear ones. Are you kidding? No way.
The Game Gear ones are trash. Oh my gosh.
They're
completely different.
Those were the first ones I played, so I think that's why.
Wow,
they're near and dear to
that's
my heart.
crazy. You jump like a floaty little ball.
You're-
Anyway, the next game is actually a game that's deserving to be on the list, which is Link's Awakening
For Game Boy.
for the Game
One
Boy.
of my favorite Zelda games.
That is it's definitely top tier Zelda.
I love Link's Awakening.
It is
I'm gonna cry.
pretty damn incredible.
Really good game.
Yes. Flawlessly excellent, maybe? Maybe?
I would. Yeah.
It's got what's that thing from Mario?
I don't know.
The Chain Chomp. Chain Chomp.
Oh yes.
215 is Shining Force 2. Never played it. Always
Never played it.
heard about it. Oh, what is this? 214, King's Quest 6. Air today, gone tomorrow.
Never heard it or played.
I've never heard that subtitle, and I never want to say it again. Well, Angry Birds was brought up earlier in the chat. 213 is Angry Birds, a game for trash people who should probably die or be on that stupid planet from Wall-E.
What?
God, that's a garbage game.
The Star Wars Angry Birds. Some.
Did this say Star Wars Angry Birds?
No, but because of that, eventually there was a Star Wars one.
212 is Pitfall for the Atari 2600.
Nah, I don't like that stuff.
It's fine, whatever. 211 is The Binding of Isaac. That's a great game.
Yep. I beat it on Vita.
I've never beaten it.
Well, I beat one playthrough of it. There's still so much to that freaking game.
Yeah, I
Unbelievable.
didn't do that. I never played past like the vanilla.
Well, yeah, that's what I beat, just the run through the basement and then you fight Mother or whatever.
Okay, I think I fought her once and died.
Okay.
It's a really fun game though.
Yeah,
I-
that's great.
I always remember it because it came out a week before Dark Souls came out, and I was just could not wait. Like, I need something to tide me over until Dark Souls comes out.
One of the first times I ever got into Twitch, like watching anybody play. So I used to watch Duck Sauce, right? And then I started watching this one guy named Lethal Frag, who I still follow to this day. And he was always playing Binding of Isaac. And it made me want to play it, so then I eventually picked it up once it came to Vita. And now he plays FTL, which I love sitting down and watching FTL because I'm kind of like learning tips and tricks from
Sure.
his gameplay. And he is fucking good at that game. I digress.
And I am terrible. Don't watch me play that game. Next on the list, I'm paging backward to find, because Shadowrun's coming up, but 210 is Rainbow Six Siege. That's new.
Was it? Oh, I mean, I can see it.
I could see it,
Even
sure.
on this list, yeah.
It's a little high, but whatever. Hot Shots Golf 4, 209. It's got a really shitty picture.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got super into Hot Shots. I liked it for what it was, and I just don't really like golf
I
that
played
much,
the
although
newest,
I really want to
you know.
get Golf Story.
The newest one I like, but 208 is Shadowrun on the Super Nintendo. The second Shadowrun title to be on the list. Now I wonder how many Legend of Zelda games are going to be on here, because we got the first one with Link's Awakening. We're almost there. 207, Call of Duty. Why is the first Call of Duty here? Do we need it?
Yeah, the first Call of Duty, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. 206 is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, which is the first one, I believe.
I've never played a Jak and Daxter game. No, that's a lie. I played a little bit of 3, I think. Which I don't recall which one it was.
I think 3 was 3 the racing one?
Shit, I might have played the racing one. I don't remember.
I don't remember. 2 was the one that was like edgy and emo. When
I might have played that one.
Games
that
started
sounds
doing that.
More right up my alley.
So, 205, Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal. Which was the second one?
Yeah. I know. No, that's...
I only really played the remaster. And
Actually, I think that was the second one.
yeah, this is the second one. But I played the remaster of the first one and really, really liked it.
I want to play... I have the newer one that they came out with, like 2016, I think.
Yeah,
I just want to sit down and play it, man.
you should. It was,
I
yeah.
played a little bit of it and I just couldn't get into it at the time, but now I could really go for it.
I played the PS3 one that came out, and I tried to like it, and I just didn't. The first one that came out on PS3.
Did you want to stop at 200?
Yeah, we'll stop at 200.
Okay, cool. All right.
204 is the Stanley Parable. That is a
Never
great
played it.
game.
Stanley Parable. I've never played it.
It's
What is
like
it?
the narrator. There's a narrator telling you like, and then Stanley picked up the coffee cup, and so you like listen to what he says, but then you start disobeying him, and there's this whole branching narrative of where you go and what he tells you to do and what he doesn't tell you to do, and he's like trying to trap you and kill you in weird ways. It's super interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Definitely worth it to get on. It'll be on it's on every Steam sale, but definitely worth playing. 203, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. And this, I recently, when I did my Steam backlog, I played through these games again. They do not hold up at all. This is nostalgia, but that's fine. These games really need to be brought back. Love the Prince of Persia games.
I really liked the 2008 one that came out, like the weird.
Yes, the cell
looking
shaded one.
I really liked it, and then someone reminded me that you had to pay DLC to get the actual ending of that. Pay for DLC for the actual ending.
Yeah,
And I just remembered that, and I was like, "Fuck!" Now I hate that game.
you know, but knowing how few people actually get to the end of games, I kind of just don't give a shit, because I played the game for several hours, didn't beat it.
I loved it. I thought it was really good. I liked the combat in it, the graphics or whatever, the art,
I agree completely. I don't know why I stopped.
and the other. I even liked Forgotten Sands a little.
Now that-
Shameful. I know.
That one I never played. There's some really good Prince of Persia stuff in the new Assassin's Creed.
That's what I hear. Yeah, it's very. I mean, it feels like a Prince.
In some respects,
Yeah.
it is. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the other age, but whatever.
Yeah. It was good. I remember playing it.
I don't know if I've ever played one.
I played. My cousin had a Dreamcast. He bought it at a yard sale, and it was still pretty new when he bought it. And that was one of the games. And
It was like
came with
September
Power
10th.
Stone. Yeah.
I don't want this. It's the second day. Nope.
But I remember playing that with him. I remember playing NBA 2K and playing Power Stone, and pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm
I
sure
still
we'll
like
get to-
3 the most.
I'm sure we'll get to Power Stone. Oh wait, Dreamcast wasn't 999. What was 999? Was that the Saturn?
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah. Saturn was. Shit, I don't know.
Now I'm looking it up. What the hell was 999? I know there was a 999. I'm looking it up now.
I don't remember. Look it up after. We're almost done.
No.
We're so close. I'm being held hostage.
Oh, it was. Here you go. I'm finding. We're tying up a loose end. September 9th, 1999, Dreamcast in North America. I was right. It had been out like a full year in Japan. Thanks a lot, Wikipedia. Why would I want the Japanese release date? I'm not in Japan.
But
201.
don't you wish you were in Japan?
Sure.
Okay.
201. Phantasy Star 4. The End of the Millennium. I should go back and play this. I'm sure I'd love it. I played a lot of Phantasy Star 1 or 2 on the Dreamcast collection they put out, or the Genesis collection.
So I have one of these weird little Genesis collection.
Yeah, you probably
consoles.
have this.
So I want to load it up and see if I have any of these Phantasy Star games on there. Because I
You
think I wanna
probably
try
do.
it.
They're like the ones they just give away. But this is the one that I've heard really, really good things about.
Okay. I might have to. I'll let you know.
All right, and that is where we'll have to leave the list for today. We have 200 games left to go on this NPR radio session.
Ooh, yeah, we definitely shouldn't. We got to make sure that Logan at least suffers through some of this with us.
Yeah, and as assuming there's no news next week, we'll just keep going.
There will be no news next week.
It's PAX, so probably not a lot. Well, we have this. Let's look at the calendar real quick. Real quick. I know we're going to end the show. Next week, we can do it, and then the week after that is God of War comes out, so maybe we'll talk briefly about it. And then the week following that, we can all talk about God of War.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sounds good.
I'm definitely going to be getting God of War. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, and I have Fridays off.
Definitely not getting Nintendo Labo.
Oh, Logan can talk about this garbage cardboard he's gonna buy.
Yeah, fucking nerd.
All right, fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Did you see my meme?
I think I did.
420
Wait,
raise
which
it. I love it. Anyway, this has been Ben's OP Game Show. Recorded live at 6 p.m. Pacific Time every Friday. Twitch.tv/TheGameFanatics. Next week, we're gonna go through the next 100 games. Good God, what a mistake!
May God have mercy on our soul.
What a mistake this was. But some of these games are trash. Oh my God. Anyway, thanks for
I'm
dealing
sure
with us.
somebody liked those games.
Somebody liked those. Well, some of those games are just not good.
Yeah.
Ben, your meme was acceptable. Thanks.